Hi, my name is Courtney Quinn. I'm here with Leafreport at the USA CBD Expo in Miami, and I have Matt here from BlueMoonHemp. How are you, Matt?
I'm doing great, Courtney. Thanks for asking.
So, do you want to tell us a little bit about your company and its history?
Sure. So, BlueMoonHemp, we're a premium CBD manufacturer. We've been around going into our 4th year now, and we're a seed-to-shelf manufacturer. So, we can trace our product from our farm in Kentucky to our manufacturing facility here in Pompano Beach, South Florida. So it's a really, really cool ability to let everybody know that, hey, this is homegrown product, and we've got it all.
That's great.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about your manufacturing process? Where is your hemp grown?
So like I mentioned, the hemp here is grown in Kentucky. It's all in accordance with the 2018 Farm Bill. And what we'll do is use a CO2 extraction. So it's obviously, as people familiar with the CBD industry know, it's one of the best ways to make sure you're left with a very pure product. From there, the broad spectrum crystalline arrives to our manufacturing facility in South Florida, where we will emulsify it into our different vape options, our topicals, our tinctures, really just helping bring the brands in a number of different delivery methods.
That's great. And how do you ensure the product's quality, purity, and cleanliness? What quality controls do you have in place?
Well, we are an ISO Level 7 lab where we are manufacturing all this, but in addition to that, we're relentless with our third-party testing. We use a lot of the top COA providers and lab analysis providers around the country, and what we'll do is we'll make sure that we're getting the full panel. We'll do it for every product that we manufacture. This will give everybody the peace of mind that they're not getting any CBD products with heavy metals, with solvents, obviously with any THC levels approaching non-acceptable federal regulation levels. So quality control is probably one of the most important things for any CBD company, let alone here at BlueMoonHemp.
Good. What is your transparency policy?
Well, in regards to the lab COA, like we mentioned, you can find all of those COAs on BlueMoonHemp.com for our lab analysis. If you want, I can grab a product and I'll show you how every consumer has the ability to scan the QR code and it'll bring them directly to that product's lab report.
Yeah, sure, that would be great. All right, so what do we have here?
So here I've got a jar of our Swiss Relief topical salve. This has got a limonene scent to it. 500 milligrams of CBD in here. It's a 4-ounce supply. What you will see on the side is a unique QR code. Now, perfect, we're back in frame. So you've got a unique QR code found on every product that BlueMoonHemp manufactures. Users or consumers could scan that code. It will bring them directly to our third-party lab testing. This is updated with every batch and every COA that we manufacture. So really, really cool product for quality control.
Yeah, that is awesome. Tell us about the range of products and the highlights of each product family.
Range of products is large. BlueMoonHemp, we started with a lot of different e-juice and e-liquid options. The vape industry was one of the first industries to really accept CBD into the mainstream. So that's obviously where we got our beginning. So award-winning vape flavors. Obviously with vaping, there's a really, really high absorption rate of the CBD. But from that, it led us into the healthier and more health-conscious options. Tinctures are made with pure hemp seed oil and CBD, available in 3 different flavors. We've got some of the most health-conscious gummies on the market, all pectin-based, as opposed to gelatin. So we're giving people a gluten-free vegan option. Along with the gummies, we do disposable vape, e-blunts, we do universally compatible pods. We'll also do a topical salve, which we just saw, great for spot relief. Basically, if it can help you out, we're putting CBD in it.
Very wide variety right there. That's
Absolutely.
Great. What are your recommendations for the beginner user? Someone who has heard about CBD and is wondering where to start, is worried about legalities, efficacy, or safety issues.
Well, as far as legalities legalities, you want to make sure you're buying a product that's in accordance with the 2018 Farm Bill. You want to make sure that the THC levels are within federal range, within acceptable range, so that you're not put in a position you're not prepared to handle. Beyond that, the beginning user, recommendations with CBD really depend on the individual, but one of the rules you want to follow is start small and work your way up from there. It's more about consistency of taking the product for that first 7 to 10 days to 2 weeks than it is about overloading with as much CBD as you can. So, we always tell people, start small, start with a smaller serving size, make sure you're doing it on a daily basis, give it about 14 days, and then pay attention to the improvement you're feeling. And you can gauge from there if you want to increase the amount you're taking, decrease the amount you're taking, or keep it right the same. And honestly, always consulting your general physician is never a bad idea as well. They might have recommendations beyond, what we can provide you.
Great advice, thank you. What sets you apart from other companies and brands, and what makes you unique?
Well, one of the things that separates us, we kind of touched on. The THC level, which we talked about earlier, is absolutely one of the things that separates us. So our THC levels are what's called 000 non-detectable. This is below the federal legal limit. This means that it's safe for military personnel, government employees, anybody that can't have any trace amounts of THC showing up can use our product with a clear conscience and not have to worry about explaining where this THC came from, should they ever have to be drug tested. Beyond that, the purity of our CBD month in and month out, the availability of options that we've got here really do separate us from most brands out there.
That's great. Thank you so much for sharing with us today.
Absolutely. Thanks for the time.